Hey guys, hey Hangover Gang. Today is a Friday, and we all know that Tom drops his releases on a Friday. But today is a very weird one for me because I've already done a reaction to Tom's release of Withdrawals. But that reaction was just to the audio, and now Tom has dropped a video for Withdrawal. So, being an HOG man myself, being a Friday, I thought it'd be best for me to have a reaction to the video for Withdrawals. I've not seen it, so I'm going to be as surprised as you guys as well. So let's get into it, guys, and let's see what Tom has to say, and let's see his video on Withdrawals. Let's go, guys.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried sick and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up and look like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals.
So guys, the first thing is we went straight into the verse there. On the audio, there's a bit of an introduction, which is a really nice piano piece. So that was a difference there, but I really like this video so far. And I'm not surprised there's a massive connection with what Tom's saying and with water, because that connection with water and troubles, you know, like bridge over troubled water, you know, things are spilled, you know, with water. There's a real connection between water and pain as well. So, I mean, just see Tom sort of struggling under the water there, but also water has rebirth. So I'm looking at this as sometimes it's a connection between death and rebirth, and that's what I'm seeing from this video here. So there's the death of what Tom's gone through, you know, with the drugs and the alcohol, but there's the rebirth as the Tom we see today. Confident young man. He's an amazing character. He's gone through a long journey, an amazing journey, a lot of, you know, sort of pain and sorrow, etc. But he's come out the other side. But what this song is about as well, from, you know, listening to it earlier and looking at this video as well, is, you know, you're only one step removed from going back to where you were before, so going back to square one. And Tom is saying, you know, there's a hell of a lot he's gone through to get to the position he's at now, but there's still part of him that is potentially scared to get knocked back and go back to where he was before. And he's also saying there's a part of him which is saying, well, hang on a minute, I'm only, you know, there's only a thin cover between going back to where I was as to from where I am now. And there are a couple of lines in there that I heard, and I didn't stop the video, but it was amazing. I've already mentioned this beforehand about the couplet, the rhyming couplet he said about pitfalls surrounded by brick walls. And today, that's what kids call withdrawal. And I said the pitfalls are all those little traps and things that you fall into along the way, you know. But the brick walls, I thought, were like, you know, your own internal prison. Everyone puts themselves into their own internal prison with whatever problems and issues they're facing. And that's what Tom was talking about. So guys, let's get back into this song. But already, he said so much.
Every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends.
So he said earlier he's deleting every number from his phone, but you know, he wishes he was at home getting drunk with all his friends. But I took that as, you know, deleting all the numbers from the phone is to take away temptation, because the temptation is there, you know, like your old friends, etc. Although, you know, not saying that friends are bad, but sometimes it's easy just to go back with your friends, and you know, it's not your friend's fault 100%, but you go back into what you were doing in your earlier days, you know, any of the vices that you may have had. So Tom's saying, you know, it's a bittersweet pill, you know, because yes, he's no longer doing, you know, things that are hurting and, you know, hurting his body and hurting his mind, etc. But he's lost a lot of friends and a lot of, you know, sort of good times along the way.
beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Care for therapists, my arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals.
That line, talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. That's one of the most poignant lines I've heard. I mean, it sums up everything to do with addiction, to do with despair, to do with mental illness, to do with self-doubt, to do with all those things that hold you back as a human being. That is possibly one of the most amazing lines I've heard, and I think that's stayed with me forever. I mean, pitfalls, you know, brick walls, withdrawal. Tom is an amazing character, and guys, he's actually getting better at what he does. Can you believe it? When I heard this song, you know, it just hit me so much earlier. I love this, and I'm really liking this video as well. It really is summing up this song really, really well.
Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. Gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it.
I don't know if I'll make it. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. I think that is what everyone who's been through this says to themselves all the time. I mean, the negative thoughts are so strong, are so powerful when these things happen. God forbid, but anyone who goes through anything like this, you will know, or if you've been through anything like this, you'll know the negative thoughts far outweigh anything positive that you may be thinking or people are telling you. The negative thoughts, they literally weigh you down. They weigh you down, these negative thoughts. And then at some point you just think, well, it's easy just to let them go and just, you know, and maybe to harm yourself or go back onto the drugs or the alcohol. And Tom's right. This video is amazing. It really is. I feel for the guy.
The strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying. My whole life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Gosh, Nova's done a great job there with that video again. Miss Rockefeller, I found that amazing. I mean, Tom really did justify that song with that video. That video was amazing. You know, there was no pontificating, there was no sort of you know, styling, profiling, because that's a very, very sad song, but it's a very, very powerful song. And I just hope that it can resonate with people, and I hope it can encourage people to actually seek help if they need help, or to actually talk to someone, to open up about how they feel. Tom's opened up about what he was going through in this period, and I think it really is important for people to open up. You need an outlet. You need an outlet, because otherwise you get eaten up from within, and then that leads to the path of self-destruction. Not all alcoholics, maybe not even most, not all drug addicts, or not most people who have issues want to end it. Most people actually don't. But these things, they weigh heavy on your heart, heavy on your soul. And if you can't open up to anyone, then, you know, sometimes you think the best thing is just to, you know, God forbid. But that was amazing. An amazing, amazing song, Withdrawals. It, in my opinion, it's my favourite Tom MacDonald song. There's so much in there. And to be honest with you, there's so much in yourself as well that you could probably relate to that song. The video is amazing. I like the fact that he spent most of that sort of in the water. And I do think there's an issue there between death and rebirth as well, you know, because in a lot of religions as well, they have the ritualistic side of things with death and rebirth, like sticking them under the water and then raising them up from the water, as in the death and rebirth as well. So I may be totally wrong. He may have not meant that in this video, but that's where, you know, that's the analogy that hit me between death and rebirth. So, and I think it's the death of your old self into the rebirth of your new self, and your new self hopefully can go forward and go forward with vigor, go forward with the actual strength to, you know, reach a new zenith, to actually leave your old self behind. You're not going to forget your old self. Your old self is an integral part of you, but not to forget your old self, but to move forward with the knowledge that you now have the conviction to go forward and do what you are meant to do. But on that note, guys, I love this so much, and I'm really glad I've seen the video now. I really enjoyed that. The music was phenomenal. And Tom's singing, my goodness, his singing was absolutely fantastic. He has an absolutely amazing singing voice. I loved it so much, so much. His voice is amazing. I mean, we all know that Tom can rap, he can rhyme, he can, you know, he does sing, he sings a lot. But when you sometimes have to sing with passion and emotion, that is difficult. And I think Tom, there's a lot of internal there that Tom is releasing. Oh, amazing voice, absolutely amazing. I'd just like to say thank you to Tom for sharing with us. Thank you for Nova for producing that video. And just thank you for everyone for watching tonight as well. And hopefully everyone can, you know, sort of resonate with what we've seen. Totally love you guys. Hog for life, hog forever. Amazing. Let's carry on with this journey with Tom. 100% get behind him, get behind Nova, and let's hope these guys keep rising to the top. These guys are amazing. They are amazing. They said a lot of stuff that other people are scared or unwilling to say. So this is another reason why I'm 100% behind them, and I wish them all the best. But guys, thank you very much for watching the last video, which was of the audio, but now this is the video of the video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe. You're going to find a lot more Tom MacDonald stuff. I'm going to do some Tom MacDonald shorts. There are a lot in the pipeline. It just means me to get myself ready and get them done. But guys, absolutely love you forever. Absolutely love the fact that you're on the journey with me. And guys, have a great evening, have a great weekend, and thank you very much, guys. Totally mean it. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing and sharing with your friends. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you.